I'm Terry Phillips, after the news. On September 20th, 2001, President George W. Bush made the following declaration to a joint session of Congress.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
Say what you will about him, Bush was not the first person to utter that sentiment. It has been expressed throughout history by the likes of Vladimir Lenin, by Benito Mussolini, even by Jesus of Nazareth, according to the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 30. People are divided along many lines: partisan politics, religion, sports. But nothing separates us quite as much as the color of our skin. No matter how fair-minded or egalitarian a person might claim to be, it is nearly impossible to avoid noticing race. Don't believe me? Look at a photo of President Obama. What's the first word you use to describe how he looks? Exactly. Anyone who says she or he doesn't see color is either lying or, well, pretty much lying. It would be delusional to think that we don't see differences. So, where do we get this us versus them mentality? There are so many ways in which we separate ourselves from those we consider to be other. We're encouraged to do it. Be true to your school, support your company, my country, right or wrong. Family comes first. They're all various forms of tribalism. Scientists may disagree about whether racial awareness is instinctive or learned, but we all have it. Police officers will tell you that profiling is a useful tool for law enforcement. On the other hand, simply rounding up the usual suspects does not always lead to preventing crimes or catching perpetrators, and it is inherently unjust. Look at the census figures. Blacks and Latinos comprise about 30% of the total U.S. population, but they account for 60% of people in prison. That cannot possibly represent an accurate picture of crime in America. Prejudging a person solely because of race is, to say the least, ignorant. Each of us is more than the way we look. But there is hope. Over time, as intermarriage continues, racial distinctions will probably become less apparent, at least in the United States. It will get harder to tell who is what. Of course, we will always find other ways to discriminate against each other. So, what can we do about our bigotry? I say the best way to avoid us versus them is to recognize that we are them. May my English teachers forgive me. I'm Terry Phillips. I hope you'll share your views and subscribe to my free After the News podcast. And please, tell your friends.